to We're Having Fun. It's the podcast where we have fun most of the time. I am Mark. Hi.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hi, Krista. It is so good to see you.
I like that you threw that.
Oh my gosh.
Most of the time. We're having fun.
Sometimes movie's not great.
True.
Well, today though, we're having a great time because we think it's going to be a shorter episode.
Yeah.
Well, we thought that, and then San Diego Comic-Con happened.
True.
And Marvel lost their minds.
Absolutely lost their minds. What is happening? Why is there so much?
They're just like, here's everything for the next 10 years,
I was
basically.
going to say, here's phase 5 and 6 and 7. And can you slow down, please?
Yeah. So we got a little bit of news to talk about beforehand. You want to start with the non-Marvel stuff first?
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's all
Let's.
trailer kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, it's all trailer stuff.
And news, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe news, I don't know.
Trailers are news, I'd say.
Yeah, sure.
It's upcoming stuff.
Well, you've got it all written down. I have like 2
I have the
things.
Marvel stuff.
Oh, you don't have the other stuff?
I don't. You got excited about the next Lord of the Rings deal.
Yes.
Which is called what again?
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. It does actually look really good.
It's going to be on Amazon Prime, which means I'm going to have to break down and buy Amazon Prime.
We do that, and Paper Girls.
Yes, because Paper Girls is also there, and I want to watch that.
And we'll be able to order stuff for Christmas. Perfect timing.
Technically, I already have Amazon Prime. I just don't have access to the video because I use somebody else's account. But I can't ask that person for their actual password to get video. Yeah. Because it would be awkward.
And if Amazon's listening, we're just kidding.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Some parody. Anyway, so what do you think? What'd you think about the trailer?
Very interesting. There was a Balrog.
There was a Balrog.
Okay.
Young Balrog.
Well, I mean, it could be a different one than the one from Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Because there have been several within Tolkien's works, I think. Because, like, in the Silmarillion, there are a few, which I'm rereading the Silmarillion right now. So, yeah. But none of them have names or anything. They're just Balrogs. It's like, okay, cool. So it doesn't really explain, like, do they look different than other ones? I don't know. So it could be the same one. Could be a different one. That could be, it could be where, when it's like, first goes to Moria or something and is like, this is my new home. I'm just gonna chill here. I don't know. Or it could be a different one. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff. It showed some stuff in like Rivendell, it looked like. Yeah. And there's going to be young Elrond.
Young Galadriel.
Young Galadriel, which will be cool. She looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The girl who plays her, she was like at Comic-Con and stuff and taking pictures with people dressed as Galadriel. Oh. All the cosplayers. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it looks interesting.
Is this going to lead up to them like all getting the rings? Like him gifting them all?
I would assume so.
Sounds like they're going to forge stuff.
Considering it's called the Rings of Power, yeah. I would assume so. And I feel like...
that would be a weird turn if they're like against things and then suddenly they're accepting rings.
Yeah, well...
Maybe there's a bigger threat and they're like, you need these rings to beat this or whatever.
Well, the thing is, they don't... Okay, so... I was just talking about the Silmarillion. They don't have the rights to the Silmarillion, so anything that's in that, they can't do it unless it was referenced in, like, the appendices of Lord of the Rings, I think.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of stuff they're having to make up. So there are people who are like, it's just basically glorified fan fiction. And I'm like, you know what? I like fan fiction, so I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it does say based on.
Yeah, and some of the stuff about like when the rings were made, that is in the appendices. So I'm guessing that's kind of going to be what's going on. I don't really know. So yeah, there was, I guess, the first rise of Sauron, and he technically was not the one who made the rings.
Right. It was
an elf. Yeah. It was Celebrimbor.
Yeah.
And...
which we know about in Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor. Those games.
Yeah, because he's like a character in that. So he's the one who made them. And then Sauron made the one ring that was supposed to rule all the others. I don't know. There's a lot of like lore stuff, and I'm excited about it because I really get into that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I mean, it's so funny that I was not into Lord of the Rings until I saw the very first movie. Yeah. But since then, I'm just like, Yes.
Yeah.
Feed it all to me.
It's good.
Wasn't a big fan of the Hobbit movies, but
Wow.
you know,
Didn't mind them.
They were fun. They were. It was just there shouldn't have been 3 of them. That's you know.
I'm interested in the series now that I kind of have an idea of what's going on in it. Like this might be fun.
Yeah, and it shows like it's not just focused on like hobbits and stuff. It's like, okay, we're gonna have the elves doing their thing. We're gonna have men doing their thing. I think there are gonna be hobbits though, and then dwarves. So it's like everything.
Yeah,
and just like different stories from.
Is that
each.
Oakenshield in there?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the Second Age,
okay.
So he wouldn't be alive at that point.
Okay.
Because that's The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings all take place during the Third Age.
Okay. Gotcha.
So this is just Second Age stuff, as far as I know. Second Age there's not really a lot known about it.
Okay.
So.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off talking about that forever.
I like it. It's interesting. Was there anything outside of DC that we also happened? I know there's a lot of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there's like
stuff,
the House
but
of...
I didn't really read much about that.
Yeah, there's like House of the Dragon. They came out with a new trailer, which they had just come out with a trailer. And I think there are like 2 of them now. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it'll come out in August, I think.
Yeah.
Is when it starts. So, I'll probably end up watching it, because it does have Matt Smith in it. Yeah. And some other people, because like Reese Ifans, I think is his name. You know what else had
Matt Smith? Morbius.
It did. It did.
So...
And honestly, he's probably the only reason I would want to watch that movie.
Probably.
And I'm not even that big of a Matt Smith fan. He's not my favorite Doctor.
Right. I like him. He's cool.
But he's a pretty cool guy.
I don't watch Doctor Who.
Yeah, and I did like him as the Doctor.
Yeah.
I was more of a Tennant fan though, so.
Yeah.
But of course, I don't like everything Tennant's in.
That's true.
Because, whoops, I didn't like Jessica Jones. Sorry.
I know. Weird.
And is it mainly because he was the bad guy? Possibly.
Probably. Yep.
Because I'm like, no.
He's
a real
so
bad
good
guy.
as a bad guy. I loved him.
So yeah, House of the Dragon. It looks interesting. They're going to have lots of dragons. So if you like the dragons from Game of Thrones,
get ready.
Get ready. There's going to be a bunch.
Yeah.
So.
Well, DC had The Rock stop by to promote Black Adam, which I didn't really care about too much, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the new trailer because I'm like, I'm fine. I don't really care.
Are we going to go see that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't decide.
Because I don't really want to.
We'll see if we have anything going on. If we really need content, we'll be like, maybe we'll go see it.
Okay. Because I like The Rock.
It might be fun to just like razz on if it's bad.
Okay. Because I like The Rock.
Yeah.
And Pierce Brosnan is in it.
Yeah.
And I do like Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to
care really about this.
See it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to pay that much to see
That's
it.
true. That is a big deal, yeah.
Because, I mean, Marvel, if it's anything Marvel, I'm probably going to want to go.
Yeah.
But I've never been like a big DC kind of person anyway. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know anything about that character, so I'm not really that interested. We'll see. I think it comes out in like in October.
Yeah.
Which puts it right in the middle of spooky season too. And
we can't go in spooky season.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it might be one that we catch on HBO or something.
Yeah. I would like to watch it eventually, but I'm not like...
I think it'll be good in the first stream. Mm-hmm. But one DC I probably will like to go see in the theater is the new Shazam movie. Yeah. The Anger of the Gods or something. Fury of the Gods.
Yeah, I really loved the first Shazam movie. Like, that's probably my favorite DC movie that they've done. And I don't know, it was funny, but it was also fun.
Yeah. Not
as dark as some of the other ones. Although it did have some dark stuff in it.
It did.
Because there was a lot of people killing in there. It was like, oh, yikes.
Yeah.
But...
Terrible CGI, though. Just the worst I've seen in a long time. But everything else, great. Loved it.
So, yeah, I would like to see that one.
So, Helen Mirren, terrifying.
Yeah. Because I was like, wait a minute, Helen Mirren is the bad guy? Oh, no. And Lucy Liu? I think it was Lucy Liu.
Yeah, I think so.
There.
Looks like an aged up Lucy Liu. Daughters of Atlas.
Was that who they were? I don't know anything about them. So, like I said, I'm not a big DC person. I mean, Batman. I like Batman.
Yeah.
I've never really cared about Superman stuff. But
they referenced Batman. He was like talking about how the world already has all these superheroes. And his first thing mentions Flash, and I'm like, ooh. Yeah,
because he was like, they even have someone with a lightning bolt on his chest.
Yeah. I don't know why they're even referencing him at this point, since they don't even know what they're going to do with the Flash movies, since Ezra Miller has become one of the worst people in the world, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they could replace him.
What a nightmare. Yeah, but I don't think they want to.
I don't know.
They are a mess right now.
There have been a few people saying, just replace Ezra Miller with the guy who plays the Flash in the TV show.
Yeah, that would be good.
I mean, fine.
But it's going to cost them a lot of money since the movie's basically done.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're just like delaying it until this all blows over, which it does not seem to be.
Well, no, not when the star keeps doing worse
kidnapping children and yikes. They are messed up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
Probably shouldn't have referenced him. Should have just been like, Aquaman is here and Batman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
It did show Aquaman and Batman. It did show Wonder Woman.
No, didn't talk about Wonder Woman or Superman.
But I guess he couldn't be like, and I'm also a girl, because, he's not. They already have a girl one, because he's not a girl.
It's true. But yeah, I think it looked fun.
Yeah.
I like Zach Levi.
I do too. It's funny because, in the first movie, his whole family basically turns into superheroes, and they're bringing them all back.
Yep.
And so...
Seems like they're going to get, captured or something's going to happen.
Maybe.
They all seem to be doing their own thing.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. All right. Well, I guess we can finally talk about Marvel now, was there anything else non-Marvel?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. So, yeah, Marvel pretty much talked about what is called the Multiverse Saga, which is Phase 4 through 6.
Okay.
And I was like, how's Phase 4 going to end? Well, it's just going to end with Black Panther 2. That's done after that.
Okay.
Wakanda Forever, which they had a trailer of that.
They did. Mm-hmm.
Look, I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
I was impressed. Maybe you think, who's going to be Black Panther, you think?
I don't know.
Could have been Lupita, the Queen. She was giving a heck of a speech.
Oh, yeah, she was.
That was cool.
Like, okay, I'm liking this.
Shuri's taking it over in the comics, but who knows if she will.
I don't know if...
I don't know.
Shuri will.
Probably not the best idea.
I don't know if she's going to be in any more of them.
Yeah, she was being a little difficult.
Yeah, a little bit. I would love it if Lupita was Black Panther.
I would too. I think she'd be really good.
I'd be okay if somebody like Okoye was.
Okoye, yeah.
Because I really like Okoye.
Uh-huh.
If they wanted to keep it as a guy, just bring M'Baku in there.
Yeah.
I really liked M'Baku.
He's good.
Toward the end of, and he wanted to be it at one point.
Man-ape or whatever.
Because, he did challenge Black Panther at one point at the very beginning of Black Panther.
That is true.
I don't know. It could go pretty much anywhere.
Could be a lot of things. Maybe they'll make Martin Freeman Black Panther.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
And Marvel's canceled.
No, sir. Get out of here.
And we do also get our first, scene of Ironheart, Riri Williams. We see her cutting out a heart in iron.
I was going to say,
literally.
I was going to say, we didn't see her, but
you did see her for a second.
Oh, did we? Mm-hmm. Okay, but there was a heart of iron, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, she'll be getting her own TV show?
series,
okay,
yeah.
I thought so.
So she may be taking over the Iron Man role.
Okay, cool.
Which sounds interesting. All right, then Phase 5.
Oh, you're not going to talk about the other stuff that was in that trailer?
Oh, the trailer? What else was in there that I missed? Oh, the Atlanteans.
Hello?
Oh, the main villains.
What the heck, Mark?
Yeah, we get to meet the Atlanteans, which look very Avatar-ish, which I was not for, but it's, to be fair, they do kind of look like that.
Yeah. So we'll get to see Namor.
Namor, yep, who they call the first superhero, but he's technically not. He was in the first Marvel comic issue, but Human Torch was the first one. The original.
Not
the Fantastic Four.
Not that one, the other Human Torch.
The synthetic robot one.
Yes.
Who we might talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it because I don't know anything about it, but I do read trivia for stuff, so. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's the Submariner. Right?
Uh-huh. Okay. So we get to see him. I didn't notice if he had little wings on his feet or not. I hope he does, just because they're so silly. That's how he flies, his little wing feet.
Who knows? Maybe.
But yeah, Atlantis and Wakanda have had a warring past in the comics, so
Okay.
should be interesting. We'll see if Namor turns out to be good or not.
And do you know who's playing him?
I don't know his name.
Okay.
It's somebody I didn't know.
Okay, because I don't know. I was just wondering.
I'm not sure.
Is he going to be wearing a Speedo?
He was wearing more of like longer shorts, like swim shorts that were tight swim shorts. But no, he wasn't banana hammocking it, which we were all just so sad about.
I was like, well, darn.
Namor is just the weirdest. Like, he'll just be at a like function, just standing there in his pants, just like, "What's up, guys?" Sorry, is this weird that I'm here in my Speedo?
It's like, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of interested in Black Panther now. I kind of haven't really gotten excited about it yet.
Yeah, I hadn't either. And then just seeing the trailer, it was like, oh, this might be really good.
It might be. So we'll hope so.
Okay.
And then we also, in August, She-Hulk is coming, the TV series.
Yes, because there was a new trailer for that.
There was, and honestly, I liked it so much better. It actually made me want to watch it. Mm-hmm. The CG still looks pretty bad.
It does, because I mentioned there was one scene. It's not terrible. I mean, it's pretty bad. But there was one scene that I was just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Because she was walking down the hallway as her She-Hulk self, wearing a suit. And the suit, the way it was moving, it just did not look realistic at all.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I just hope I get used to it and it doesn't interfere too much with the show.
Yeah, I'll just have to not think about it.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, I've seen plenty of movies with bad CGI.
Yeah.
Do I like it? No. Which I'm not like, I've never been the biggest fan of CGI anyway. I like practical effects better.
Yeah.
But, whatever. It has gotten better over the years.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, oh my gosh, watching the first Harry Potter movie.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, it's awful. I still, every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, that looks so bad. No, that looks real bad. I can tell that is not a real person on that broomstick. That troll is looking not so good.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Whatever. And there's also the I Am Groot shorts. Looked cute.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, not much to them. Just little cute Groot stuff.
Yeah, how many episodes is that going to be?
It's 5.
5? Okay.
5 shorts.
Maybe it'll be something cute like, we watched the Doug shorts from Up. Doug from Up.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Dog. Those were cute.
Yeah.
Especially the one where they were puppies.
Yeah.
That was adorable. Oh my gosh. So if it's something like that, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I've never been like a big Groot fan.
Wow.
He's fine. Mm-hmm. But it's like...
He's Groot.
He's Groot. And that's it. I get kind of tired of hearing I am Groot all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a fan fiction where someone wrote a whole thing as Groot, and all it is just I am Groot over and over and over again. It's so bad. I mean, like, why?
That's props.
I mean, yeah, good on you.
Committing to it.
Sure. Exactly. But, yeah. It should be cute, though.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all the TV shows.
Okay.
Guess we'll see. Well, before Phase 5. Because Phase 5...
Oh, they're also doing... What about What If Season 2?
So they're doing that. They're also doing X-Men 97 and Spider-Man Freshman Year, which all will be animated series. X-Men's going to pick up where they left off.
Okay.
In the 90s show. And Spider-Man, I guess, is going to be Freshman Year. I don't know what that's going to mean exactly, but...
Yeah.
Just him being a freshman in college, I guess.
Guess so.
Yep. And What If Season 2, which we are so excited about because we loved the first season.
Yeah, and they did announce, like, some of the stories that are going to be in it. So, like, there's going to be another, what is it, Captain Carter.
Oh, okay.
But it's like Captain Carter and the Winter Soldier. It's like, oh, so they're just going to redo that one with Captain Carter.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that. I don't like that.
Give her something original to do, you know?
It'd be interesting, man.
Which I would assume that in that one, the Winter Soldier is not going to be Bucky Barnes, but it's going to be Steve.
Oh.
But I don't know.
That could be.
Because it kind of...
That's a good one.
Because he was kind of like her right-hand man during the first one, so he was kind of like her Bucky
That makes sense.
So who knows?
That makes sense.
And then I forget all of the ones that were going to be on there. There was going to be one with, I think the one that they didn't put in the first season, the one with Iron Man on, what is it, Sakaara?
Oh, yeah.
The garbage planet.
Yeah, Sakaar.
Sakaar, okay.
Yeah.
I think that one's going to be on there. And then there's going to be one where Odin fights the Mandarin.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's not like the Trevor version of Mandarin, but it's actually Wenwu.
Yeah, probably. And his 10 rings.
I mean, I would rather see that in real life and get to see the guy who played Wenwu again.
He's a heck of a dude.
He is. But it's going to be a cartoon, so whatever.
I think they're also continuing Marvel's Zombies in its own show, maybe, which is supposed to like pick up at the end of the What If episode.
Yeah.
But I'm not excited about that. I don't like Marvel Zombies.
Yeah. Not a fan.
That's my preference. But anyway, all right. Let's move on.
Okay.
Phase 5. No, it's not your fault. There's a lot to talk about. Phase 5.
Marvel!
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Mm-hmm. And I think Kang is going to be the main protagonist in that.
Okay.
Protagonist? Antagonist. Kang's the hero.
Not... No. Maybe to himself.
Yep. So that'll be interesting. Apparently Bill Murray's going to be in it. I don't know why.
Huh. Weird. Yeah. What is he going to be?
I have no idea. They don't know. So we'll see.
They're going to bring him in. He's going to be Dr. Doom.
Weirdest casting ever.
They're like, we're introducing Dr. Doom in this. And it's Bill Murray. And then you'll see him again in Fantastic Four. It's like, okay.
Oh, man. An interesting choice, Bill Murray, just because he got his last movie shut down because he was being a jerk. So...
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Good times. Then we got Secret Invasion, which is going to be a TV show. That's going to be in the spring.
Okay.
I don't like Secret Invasion in general.
Is that the one with the Skrulls?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see what that is. Not sure who's going to be in it and what's going to happen, but...
Well, yeah, because the Skrulls right now, they seem to be kind of the good guys.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe it's going to be another faction of Skrulls that are not associated with the ones that we know, and they'll be the bad guys. I don't know.
Could be. It's going to have Emilia Clarke.
Oh, okay.
Olivia Colman.
Ooh.
Kobe Smulders, so I guess Hill's going to be in it.
Yeah, it sounds about right, since that's who she plays.
Ben Mendelsohn, of course.
Uh-huh.
Kingsley Benadir. I don't know who that is.
Don't know.
All right. Then we got Guardians of the Galaxy 3, May 5th.
Okay.
That should be good. I don't know. Not a whole lot to say about that, I guess.
That's why I'm wondering if Thor's going to show up in that one or if it's going to be after he's left him.
I bet it's after. Because I think they're probably going after Gamora.
Gamora, I would assume so.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's going to be sad, though, because Yondu's not in it.
It's true. But they're going to introduce Adam Warlock. So, I'm excited.
Oh, okay. So he's the one that's played by Will Poulter?
Yes. Okay. Who's Will Poulter?
He was in, like, We Are the Millers.
Oh, the kid? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't remember him, but...
buff now.
Oh, of course.
He's dating somebody, but I can't remember who it is. Some famous person.
So, yeah, he'll probably be the bad guy. Maybe he'll turn around. Okay. Oh, the High Evolutionary might be in it. We'll see. High Evolutionary's weird. He, evolves animals into animal people. Okay. He created Adam Warlock. He created Earth 2, and Adam Warlock was supposed to, defend people from his creations. I don't know. Anyway, he's weird. Then we got Echo in the summer of 2023, the TV show. So we'll see her back.
I did like her in Hawkeye. So.
Yeah, she's cool. We'll see. She's fighting Kingpin or whatever. See if Daredevil shows up.
She already fought Kingpin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she killed him. Sorry, he would never come back.
What? I mean, he was shot off screen. What are you talking about?
That's pure death right there. He
can't come back.
The Marvels in July 2023, which I'm excited now that Miss Marvel's over.
Yeah, definitely.
And we were talking about our theory where the other one gets sent to the negative zone, they get Photon, and then I evolved it a little. Okay. I'm talking to my friend because he kind of had this idea too.
Okay.
So they open a thing to get to the negative zone, right? So they can get Miss Marvel. And they're coming out. They made it out. Everything was successful. Great movie. Come out, closing the gate. What grabs onto the gate? Stretched out fingers. Boom, grab it, pull it open. It's the Fantastic Four. They've been stuck in the negative zone this whole time.
Ooh.
Because they do have a lot of negative zone stuff. They go over there
and that's why they haven't been introduced.
That's why
they've been stuck in there.
Yeah.
Because it could have been that they were around before
Mm-hmm.
and just got stuck there. Like, been around in the 60s or something when they were originally came out, you know. Mm-hmm. And they've just been stuck there for...
Yeah. So, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But probably not. But still, I think it'd be cool.
And it'll be that guy from You, and I'll go, ew.
No, get back in. Go away.
Bring me back John Krasinski.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the Marvels. Oh, and also somebody also was hypothesizing that might be when the X-Men, like more mutants come around. Because, you know, Miss Marvel, they teased mutants. And then Rogue got her... She has the power to absorb powers, right? By touching people. She got all her other powers because she grabbed onto Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel, and drained all of her powers, put her in a coma, basically nearly killed her. And so she permanently has all of Miss Marvel's powers.
Okay.
And so maybe she's going to grab Carol. Then Rogue starts, and then we're X-Men coming high. That was them saying they're not coming in high.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
Can I play Rogue?
Yes, you're in. We're casting right now.
I have a southern accent.
You do. That's good enough. That's all we're looking for.
That's all you need. I do have some gray hairs. I could just make them a little more white.
You're going to have to get in spandex. I hope you're ready for that.
Give me a couple of years.
All right. Then we got Loki season 2, summer 2023. Excited, of course, because I love that show. I don't really have much else to say about that.
Okay.
Probably Kang will be in there too. Who knows?
I would assume so.
Maybe Loki will show up in Ant-Man.
Maybe.
And then one thing I wasn't sure when this was going to be announced ever, but Blade, November 2023.
Okay.
We heard his voice, the end of Eternals.
We did.
So, yeah, that could be interesting. Maybe Black Knight will be in there.
I was going to say, do you think Black Knight will be in it?
I bet he will, surely.
Even if it's just like a little cameo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is Black Knight ever going to get his own kind of thing?
No, probably not.
Like, sorry, Kit Harington.
He's never been that big to where he can do anything. He's a team player.
Well, I mean, I was thinking...
Unless they go, back in the past.
Well, I was thinking if he was part of a team at some point.
Yeah, he'll probably be in a team.
What team is he usually in?
I mean, he's been on the Avengers a lot. I can't remember his, side team with Blade and the others. Luke Cage, I think. Okay. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Black Knight.
Bring Luke Cage in.
Yeah. All for it.
I never watched the show, but I've heard it was a good one.
It was good, yeah. Well,
I did see him in Jessica Jones.
Yeah. First season was really good. Second season was pretty good.
Okay.
Ironheart, fall 2023.
Okay.
Which we talked about. Agatha, Coven of Chaos in the Winter. Another TV show.
Oh, it's not going to be House of Harkness anymore?
It says Coven of Chaos. Yeah, no, it's not House of Harkness.
Changing names on me.
Probably a better name, though.
Yeah, probably.
House of Harkness.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
Yeah, so we don't know what's happening in that, but it'll be her. And then spring of 2024, Daredevil, Born Again. They're bringing it back. He's coming back. Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
And Kingpin is back. I don't know how. Weird.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
We saw him shot off screen.
I don't get it. They're gonna... Good luck selling us on that. But yeah, so that'll be cool. Captain America, The New World Order, May of 2024. Movie coming out.
Okay, so we're going to have Sam?
Sam, yeah. Nice. I bet Bucky's in it.
Probably.
Who knows who else?
That'll be nice to have Sam as in his own Captain America movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm kind of looking forward to that now.
Yeah, and
I don't know if I liked his suit at the end of
that, white one, the mask.
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. There was something about it I didn't really like, but I can't remember.
They released images of the new suit, I think, but I can't remember what it looks like.
But sure. It'll be good to have him back.
It will be. I like him. Mm-hmm. I like both of them.
Yeah, me too.
And who they might be introducing as the antagonists are the subject of the next movie, which is Thunderbolts, July 26, 2024.
Okay.
Thunderbolts are a group of villains led by Baron Zemo that act like superheroes.
Okay.
And then use it to rob things or whatever.
Okay.
So they still commit crimes, but they act like heroes. And sometimes they are heroes. I don't know. They're kind of Suicide Squad-y. Mm-hmm. So Yeah.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that we might get another Baron Zemo dance scene?
We might.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I think it's that team that Elaine Bennis is building with U.S. Agent and Black Widow 2 and all that. Yeah, so.
Valentina? Is that her?
Yeah, that sounds right. I can never remember her name.
Oh, goodness.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Thunderbolts are interesting. Fantastic Four is November 2024. I think, I don't know when 6 starts, but yeah, Fantastic Four is that. Doctor Doom will be around. That'll be cool.
If they go that route, they may not have him.
Surely they will.
I mean, it seems like every time they do Fantastic Four, they have Doctor Doom.
That's true.
It's like, maybe they could start off with something different.
That's true. They could.
Maybe they could start off with Galactus.
Maybe. That cloud in the sky, Galactus.
Yes. But I mean, they've already introduced the Watcher, so.
That is true. He'll interfere, undoubtedly. And then we got Avengers, the Kang Dynasty in May of 2025.
Okay.
Which, that should be good. I love Avengers movies. Mm-hmm. Kang Dynasty, I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
It's actually not bad. So
all right.
if it's based on that, it should be interesting. I won't give any details. I don't want to spoil anything. So maybe we'll get a lot of new Avengers on there. Like Kate Bishop, maybe. Yelena.
Okay.
Who knows?
And you can bring the Fantastic Four in and be like, oh my gosh, your last name is Richards? My last name is Richards.
Oh my gosh. That'll be great. Then finally, the last one is Avengers Secret Wars.
Okay.
So
we've got Secret Invasion
that'll be the end of Phase
and Secret
6.
Wars.
Yes.
That's a lot of secrets.
It's a lot of secrets.
It's very secretive. What are you doing, Marvel? You're so secretive.
And Secret Wars was where guy being called the Beyonder.
Oh, is this where they put him on a different planet?
Yeah, created a planet by a bunch of different destroyed worlds and brought all the heroes.
And they're like, fight.
A lot of heroes and a lot of villains. Is like, battle it out, guys. And everybody kind of teamed off, like the Avengers went their own way, X-Men went their own way. And then bad guys kind of split up into their own deal. So they may be why they're introducing a lot of bad guys and not really having a thing, because then they'll combine them all.
Put them all together and all the bad guys will fight all the good guys.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And maybe the X-Men are there. Maybe they'll be a group. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's a lot of things happening. So I think that's it.
Okay. That took so long.
It's a lot. Told you, Marvel is crazy. So I feel like I needed this news because I was worried about Marvel. Their last 2 showings not great, didn't seem to have a purpose, not seem to be going anywhere, but now I think they might be going somewhere now.
It seems like Phase 4 is kind of a introduction phase. Yeah. We're introducing all these new things, and it's kind of a dealing with the aftermath of Phase 3 kind of thing, and moving. It's just a lead up to whatever's going to happen in the next phase, I guess, or the next few phases.
Yeah.
So
because they're like, we're done Phase 4.
Yeah, it's kind of like a new Phase 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Phase 1 where you introduce everybody and stuff. So
and then you bring them all together.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Which means that it's kind of not as interesting as some of the other stuff that happens later.
It's probably going to be one of the weaker phases.
Probably.
When everything's said and done. If it gets us to a good spot, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Phase 1.
Yep.
Today we watched one of the Phase 1 movies. Mm-hmm. Captain America, the First Avenger.
Yep.
With ya boy. Christopher Evans.
Yep. So this one came out in 2011.
Yeah, seems like so long ago.
Did you go see this one in the theater?
Yes, absolutely.
I did not.
Oh no, poser.
I did not go see it in the theater. I did not see it at home either. I saw this on an airplane.
Oh, the best place to see a movie.
So, I don't remember where I was. There are like 2 options probably. It depends on how long after it came out people started showing it on Southwest flights. Because it could either be I'm pretty sure it was on the way back from somewhere. So it was either on the way back from Las Vegas or from New York. So,
okay.
One of those 2, don't remember which, and I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. So this was honestly the first time I've watched it.
Wow. I didn't really know that. You said during it that you'd only seen it once. And I was surprised.
And I was not really paying attention. Because I was like, and I couldn't hear, because, you know, anytime that I'm on an airplane, I'm like, I can't hear anything. I mean, I can't even hear stuff in my own apartment. So I have bad hearing.
Oh, we need to get some hearing aids. All right.
So
let's get into it. Mm-hmm. What happened?
All right. So it starts off. They find there's like, they're in the Arctic, I guess, somewhere. Mm-hmm. I think it's supposed to be like off the coast of Canada or something. Yeah. The Arctic.
The Arctic.
I'm pretty sure it's like maybe like near Newfoundland or something. So yeah, they find some frozen plane kind of thing or whatever in Canada. Yep. And go inside of it and they see the shield
behind ice.
Yeah, it's frozen in ice. And it looks immaculate. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Nope. It's gorgeous.
Doesn't look like it's been shot at.
Hasn't taken a bullet in its life.
Nope, it looks perfect.
Ice does that. It buffs up metal like that, especially vibranium.
Sure.
Scientifically proven.
So anyway, they're like, I think there's something you need to see. Yeah. Or whatever. I don't remember.
Something like that. And then we go to... Flashback.
Yeah.
So...
Tonsberg.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yggdrasil.
So yeah, we're in Tonsberg, Norway. It's 1942. Why am I speaking like this?
The boys are on the
move. Johann Schmidt shows up. He's the head of Hydra. Mm-hmm. There's like, it's like a church or whatever.
Not Hydra. They're at a church. He's head of Hydra. It's a church or whatever.
Well, I have been there at a church.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. I have all of my notes. And I was looking a little further down and I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even talk about where they were.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a church.
Mm-hmm. With your boy.
Filch.
Walter Frey.
Filch / Walter Frey. What is his actual name? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, he's there. He's like...
Keeper of the church.
Yeah, he's like, there's nothing for you here. It's like, your Jedi mind tricks won't work on me. Yep. They're looking for the Tesseract. Mm-hmm. Although, I guess they call it the Tesseract in this, don't they? Yeah.
I don't know. They're looking for an artifact.
But yeah, they're looking for an artifact. Yeah. And they open up this crypt because they think that's where it's going to be. Yeah. And there is something in there, but it's not the cosmic cube. Right. It is like an ice cube or something. Yeah. It looks like, or a glass cube, whatever. Yeah. And so he throws it on the ground and breaks it. And he's like, this is not what I'm looking for. Then he sees on the wall, there's a
mural.
It's not really a mural. It's like a frieze or something of Yggdrasil. Yeah. And so he goes over there and he sees a snake. Don't know what the snake is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be like the world eater or something?
Midgar serpent.
Okay. Serpent. So anyway, there's a button. It's in its eye. Its eye is a button. So he presses it, and it pops open this little drawer, and it's like, "This is what you're looking for." Here it is. Ding ding ding! You win. Yeah. So there's like a box or something in there, and he opens it up, and it like glows blue in his face, and he's like, "Yes, this is what we were looking for." Yes. And he's like, the Führer digs for treasure in the desert. Yeah. And I was like, Raiders of the Lost Ark reference. It was. Yep. Because apparently somebody who worked on this also worked on Raiders. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, so cool. It was like a little nod to that. Pretty fun.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, so, oh no, he has the Tesseract.
Yeah, so. Kills the village, kills Walter Frey.
Oh no.
Pieces out.
Yep, poor guy.
Yep, then we go to Cap. I guess, or Steve.
We go to skinny Steve Rogers.
Little Steve, little baby Steve.
Little short, skinny Steve Rogers. Uh-huh. Who just looks weird.
Yeah.
He just looks so weird that way.
I think, for what they're working with, not bad.
Not bad. There were some parts where it was like, okay, this works pretty well. And then there were other parts where it was like... Yeah. No, that's bad. Because there's this part where he's in the back of a car with Peggy. Yeah. And I was like, they keep changing the size of him.
Yeah, I feel like she's like 3 feet taller than he is.
Yeah, and then there was also a scene with him and Bucky. I think it was like at the expo or whatever, where they're standing talking to each other, and it keeps showing it from like behind Steve, and he looks the same height as Bucky, and I'm like, no, he's shorter. Yeah. So I don't know. The
it was
perspective was a
at
little
times.
off in a few places, but it's fine.
It's fine.
So yeah, he's trying to get into the army and he is denied.
Yeah, he's got every disease.
I was gonna say, it shows like a list of everything, and at one point it's like, I'm surprised it didn't have like scurvy or something, because it has like all kinds of stuff. It's like somebody in his family has diabetes, and it's like, and he has cancer. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What is this? It has all kinds of stuff. It's like sinusitis and
He's
asthma.
in a bad way.
It's everything. He's like, he had frequent colds.
Yeah, his mom like died of TB or something.
Yeah, it was like, there was something like exposure to someone with tuberculosis. Yeah. It's like, jeez.
So he's had a rough one.
He has. So they're like, yeah, you can't join the army.
Yeah,
what are you thinking? Get out. So he goes, he's at the movie theater. He's watching like one of the newsreels before the movie.
Newsreel.
Yeah. It's like 1942. So he's watching that.
Some dude's a jerk.
There's some jerk guy in front of him. He's like, just play the cartoon already.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm walking here. I'm from New York. Play the movie.
I mean, it does take place in New York. Gabagool. Oh my gosh. I can't. So, yeah, the guy keeps like heckling the screen or whatever, and Steve's like, man, just like calm down, shut up, And then he stands up and he's like a lot bigger than Steve. Yeah. And then it shows him out in the alleyway. He's fighting him.
Beating the crap out of him.
Yeah, he's just beating the crap out of Steve, and he just will not go down. He's like, nope, I gotta stand up for myself. I could do
this all day.
Exactly. And then who comes up to save him?
Bucky.
It's Bucky. It's James Barnes.
Buchanan.
James Buchanan Barnes?
Buchanan Barnes.
I guess.
I think so.
Okay, that makes sense. And that's how where Bucky comes from, is from Buchanan.
I don't know why I'm suddenly inventing this if it's wrong. I just really wanted Buchanan in there.
So he shows
president.
So he shows up. Bucky shows up to save him.
Bucky's his age, older. I mean, same age as Steve, which in the comics he was his like kid sidekick.
Yeah, but in this they're the same age.
One of the first ones, yeah. Stan Lee hated little kid sidekicks though, so that's why what happened to Bucky happened probably.
So he was probably excited that Bucky was like normal, normal like adult Bucky.
Exactly.
So he's got his uniform on and everything because he did get into the army.
He's shipping out.
Yep, and the bully guy he goes away.
Yeah, he punches him in the face, kicks him in the butt.
Yep. Take that. He's gone. So yeah, Steve keeps trying to get into the army. He keeps saying he's from different places just to try to get in, and he keeps getting rejected all the time.
Bucky's like, stop it.
Yeah.
Get help.
Get some help. Because he's like, dude, just stay here, you're safer here anyway.
Let's go look at the future exhibit.
Yeah, he's like, come on, I got a date for you. We're gonna double date. They go on a little double date, and the second girl is just kind of like, I'm not interested at all. Dang it. It's like, why'd you bring this skinny guy? Yeah. Get out of here. Why can't we just both date Bucky? Yeah. And the other girl, Bucky's date is, oh my god, what's her name? I want to say her name is Jenna Coleman. I think that's right. Anyway, she was one of the companions. She was one of the companions on Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
She played Clara.
Nice.
She was actually a companion of
Matt Smith. All right.
And Peter Capaldi, because it was like when they switched over.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so there we go. That was like her first movie role.
Interesting.
And she's also going to be in Sandman.
All right.
As Constantine.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about talking about Sandman. Yeah. Sandman's coming.
Yeah. She's Constantine.
We kind of talked about Sandman.
She's Constantine or Constantine, I think is how they pronounce
it. They're the female Constantine.
So, yeah, they go to the, like, Stark Expo kind of thing. I forget what it's called. It's not like a World's Fair, but it's in the same place that the Stark Expo is later.
World of Tomorrow.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And there's the Unisphere in the background, the big Earth thing, which would not have been there because that wasn't until the 60s. And this is the 40s, but okay, whatever.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. This is like alternate world.
Superhero world. They built it earlier.
So they built it early. It's okay. Maybe they built it for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so Howard Stark is there. He's up on stage. He's like, let me show you this awesome hover car I've got. Yep. And it hovers for a second, then it just falls. And he's like, it'll be ready in a few years.
Yep. womanizer,
Oh, yeah.
really making moves on his own ladies. Like, all right, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Let's move along.
Let's not be that way, but okay. Yeah. And then Bucky and, Steve walks away.
Yeah, he sees a recruiting place, basically.
Yeah, he's like, oh, here's my chance.
Yeah.
So, let's do try number 7 or whatever it is.
Oh, we also see, I don't know when we see this. I feel like it's before he goes in there. But we also see, while they're going through all the exhibits and everything, this is where we see the Human Torch deal.
Okay.
And it's like, Phineas Horton's Synthetic Man. And that's the Human Torch. He's the one that made the Human Torch, who was an android. So that was a little Easter egg for everybody.
Yes.
So that was cool. And the guy who played Preacher is Howard Stark. And I like that guy.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
His name is Dominic Cooper.
Dominic Cooper. Mm-hmm. I like him.
He was also in Mamma Mia.
Here, go again.
Mm-hmm. He was in both of them, so yes. Oh. Because he plays the husband of not Glenn. Why did I say Glenn Close? Meryl Streep. I get those two confused all the time.
Really?
Meryl Streep's daughter. It was
okay. Seyfried?
Her husband.
Amanda Seyfried?
Yes.
Okay.
Her husband.
Gotcha. All right. So anyway, he goes to the recruiting place.
Yes. And it has there's this little cutout little thing kind of where it has like a mirror where the face is, so you can stand in front of it and it shows you what you would look like if you were in the army.
Yeah.
And he stands there and he's so short you can
barely see his eyes.
See the top of his head. So anyway, Bucky finds him there because he has gone after him. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you just need to stay here. He's doing that whole thing again.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous for somebody like you, I guess.
Cap's like, it's not about me. It's about if everybody else is sacrificing lives, I can't do less than that.
Yeah.
So it's for them. I gotta be there for them.
Exactly. And who overhears him?
The Tooch Man.
It's the Tooch Man.
Yeah.
It's Stanley Tucci. His name is Abraham Erskine.
Yeah.
Erskine. Okay. So he overhears and he's like, okay.
Guess what?
I'm gonna get this guy in the army.
I like this boy.
So he goes on inside. Bucky goes off to dance with the girls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve goes on inside to try to, get into the army. He goes through his physical examination and everything. And then they're like, hold on a second. Someone wants to speak to you. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh no, I'm in trouble because they've caught me out. And here he comes.
It's illegal to falsify your data. And he's been
doing
a lot
it
of different things. Yeah.
Yeah. So Erskine comes in. And he's like, so, you want to kill some Nazis? And he's like, well, that's not really why.
And he's German, too,
yeah, he is German, yes.
Erskine is.
He's like, well, not really. I just don't like bullies. And the Nazis are bullies, so I want to stop them.
Yeah. Which, he kills a lot of people and does not seem that upset about it.
Nope.
Because he doesn't like bullies.
Does not. So he's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to get you into the army.
Yeah.
You're going to be part of this special thing, the special project that we're working on. They're trying to figure out who's going to be the super soldier. Yeah. So they're going to put him in with those guys.
Yep.
And train him up and everything and see how he does. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he stamps his little thing with a 1A, which stands for First Avenger.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
F4F for fantastic.
There you go. So then it hops over to like the Alps or whatever, where Schmidt has the Tesseract, and this is where we meet Zola also. And
they first show him on a screen, and you're like, oh, he's the computer. But no, he's just looking through a machine.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be later.
Yeah. He does fulfill his prophecy.
So they're trying to figure out how to harness the energy of the Tesseract. So they can use it in weapons and all kinds of stuff like that. And they figured it out.
Yep.
They did it. Good job. I mean, not good job because they're bad guys, but
great job.
Nice job, guys. I'm so proud of you.
They're going to weaponize it, use it as an energy source to fuel a bunch of stuff and try to win the war.
Yep. So then we go
and they're even kind of, he's like, I don't even really care about Hitler anymore. I'm gonna be the one ruling.
Yeah.
So
world domination. He wants it. He's gonna get it.
It's about Hydra now, not about Nazis.
Exactly. So then we have Tommy Lee Jones showing up. He's Colonel Phillips?
That sounds right.
Captain Phillips? Something Phillips? It's
Colonel
Phillips, I'm pretty
sounds
sure.
right.
Okay. Well, he's...
Second superhero movie, I think, after her Batman Forever, where he was Two-Face in the most memorable role of his life, which he hated.
He absolutely hated. And he was like playing against Jim Carrey as the Riddler, and so he was like, I have to one up Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
How do I one up Jim Carrey? So he is just all over the place in that movie. But you know what? I love Batman Forever, so
I kind of like it too. Yeah,
that is, of those 4 Batman movies, that one's probably my favorite.
I kind of don't want to rewatch it just so I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently he hates Jim Carrey now too.
Yeah.
So
okay,
rough go. Anyway.
But he's there. He is the one in charge of training all of these soldiers. And we also meet Agent Peggy Carter.
Yep.
Because she's helping out. And Steve Rogers is there. He's training.
Yeah.
Putting him through all this stuff.
Got named Gilmore Hodge that gives Peggy some lip and doesn't respect her, so she punches him in the face.
And yeah.
That guy in the comics would defect into the Nazis. So,
yay. Fun.
He didn't in this.
He did not in this. It did show him later.
But
yeah, so Tommy Lee Jones, or Phillips or whatever, he's like, Hodge. Hodge is
Tommy
the one.
Lee Phillip.
Yep. Hodge is the one that we're going to use for the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
I've already picked him out. He's great. So they're going through all this training. There's one point where they have to stop and they're supposed to try to get the flag at the top of the flagpole.
Yeah,
and none of them can get it.
If you get the flag, you get to ride back with Agent Carter, since you're only halfway through the run.
Yeah, so they're all like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to ride in the car with Peggy. And they can't do it.
Can't climb up and then slide back down.
Yeah, and the guy's like, it's fine. Nobody has ever been able to do it. So they're like, okay, well, let's get going. And then here comes Rogers, and he's like, I'm going to get this flag.
Yep.
So he just like takes the
little linchpin at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom,
off.
The flag falls, and he takes it, and he's like, all right. And he gets in the car.
Yeah, smart. Surprised nobody's done it before, honestly.
Exactly.
But hey, good for him.
Yep. So he gets to ride with Peggy. And then later they're doing some training again, and this is where Tommy Lee Jones is like, yeah, we're gonna choose Hodge.
Yeah,
he's great. He's a great soldier and everything.
Yeah.
And Peggy's like, oh, he's great. Okay. I think it was Peggy. No, was it Erskine that did it?
No, Tommy did it. He's like, it's not just about looks.
Okay.
And he's like, here, I'll show you what a soldier does.
I didn't realize he was the one who did it.
Yeah, he grabs a grenade, takes the pin out, and throws it. Yells grenade. Everybody takes off.
Yeah, Hodge is like hiding behind a car.
Yeah.
And Steve jumps on the grenade.
Yeah, yells at everybody to get back.
Move back.
Yeah.
Get back.
Risked his life for the for the rest of his crew.
Yep, and then of course
Tommy was like, okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
We can use Rogers, I guess. Gosh. So then they're getting ready to, it's like the night before he's going to have the procedure or whatever, and Erskine comes in and he's like going to have a drink with him.
Yeah.
And he tells him that he's originally from Germany.
Yeah.
And he worked with Schmidt.
Yeah. And Hitler picked him out to be like his main science guy, wanted to use all his stuff. And yeah, Schmidt was a brilliant scientist who worked with him.
And he wasn't done with the serum, but Schmidt wanted to use it anyway. So he injected it into himself.
Yep.
And did not go so well.
Did not go well at all.
It was not ready.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it doesn't really go into, like, what happened to him.
Right.
And we know he's still alive.
Yeah.
But we don't find out exactly what happened till later.
Because he says it, like, amplifies the person inside. Like, if you're bad, you go worse. If you're good, you get better. So
yeah, so it's like if you're someone who wants power, it's gonna really go to your head. But if you're doing it for the right reasons, then you should be good.
Yeah.
And Steve, of course, was doing it for the right reasons.
Of course, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Good boy.
Oh,
what a good boy he is.
Yeah. So he's not a perfect soldier, but he's a good man.
There you go.
So then, of course, they're like, all right, let's have a drink. And he's like, you can't be drinking.
You got a procedure tomorrow.
Exactly.
I'll drink.
I'll drink both of ours. So the next day, Peggy takes him to the Brooklyn antiquities store, and he's like, what are we doing here? And she's like, don't question it.
Yeah, just come on.
They go in there, they do she does the secret word or whatever.
Yeah.
And they get to go in. There are a bunch of people there that are watching, that are going to watch the procedure.
Yeah, there's a senator who helped get the funding for it, and a guy he brought from a guy he brought from the State Department. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
So there's several people watching from behind a window or whatever. Mm-hmm. Howard Stark is there, of course.
Yep.
Because he's helping him out.
Yep.
And they put him in the little thing. They inject him with the serum. And they're going to use Vita rays to make it go through his body or whatever.
Vita rays.
Vita rays.
They're nutritious.
They're what plants crave. Brondo. It's the Brondo of rays. Everything goes well. He comes out.
Pretty well. He starts screaming in the middle of it. And they're like, shut it down. He's like, no,
I can do it.
I want it. So, yeah.
So, yeah, he makes it through. It opens up. He's big and buff now.
Yep.
Peggy, of course, comes up to him and is like, I want to touch your body, but I probably shouldn't.
Which is weird, because that was, the first thing you did when we met. You, were like, oh, no. But you didn't. You had to hold yourself back because you were so blown away by me.
Yeah. No, when we first met, I had a migraine.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I had to go pick you up from the airport, driving through the city with a migraine. It was awful.
So, okay. I didn't know our first meeting was so bad.
It was just the migraine part that was bad.
Sure.
And then guess what? I met you.
Uh-huh.
And the migraine went away.
Oh, I healed you.
Because I took something.
Oh, okay.
For it as soon as I got to the airport.
Yeah, you took me in. That's what it is. Drank it in.
So anyway. So one of the guys that has been watching everything, he leaves something behind in the room because they all come out and they're like, oh, we got to see what's going on. This looks really cool.
Yep.
And then he walks over to the machine and he grabs the last vial because there's one vial of serum that's left. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly there's an explosion because whatever he left was a bomb. Mm-hmm. Oh no. So there's an explosion. They're all like, oh, what's going on? And then he shoots Erskine.
Yep.
And runs off with the serum.
Your boy.
So this is Richard Armitage.
Oh, yeah.
As Heinz Kruger.
Mm-hmm.
So he hightails it out of there. He's just shooting people.
Yeah, shooting around.
Shooting the old lady in the store. Shooting the people outside. He's got somebody in a car outside.
Yeah.
So they start getting away. And Peggy comes out and she's trying to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
While, because of course, Steve doesn't go out immediately to help get the guy.
Right.
Because he's like,
Erskine.
He's like, my boy!
Baby, no.
Baby boy.
I killed my boy.
Yeah, so...
Nice hiding.
He checks on him, but he's dying, of course.
Yeah.
And he kind of puts his hand over Steve's heart because he wants to touch that chest also.
Yeah, so hard.
No, it's because, you're a good boy.
You're a good boy.
You're a good boy. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's this big chase scene because, of course, Steve comes out and he tries chasing after the car that Kruger is in. And he gets to the river or whatever.
Yeah.
He even grabs a kid as a hostage at one point and tosses him into the water. And the kid's like, I can swim. Go after him.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if Cap jumped in after him or not. Yeah. Because I knew he lost the guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Never mind.
So he has some kind of weird submarine kind of thing that he jumps in, and he's trying to go get out of New York, and Cap jumps in. He just busts through the glass in there, and pulls him out. Apparently, they couldn't do too many takes of that because Richard Armitage is afraid of water.
Oh, wow.
He has aquaphobia, and they were like...
That would be scary to film, though, honestly.
Yeah.
You're in this thing, and water just comes rushing in.
Exactly.
No, thank you.
So, yeah, he pulls him out, and...
That barrel scene in The Hobbit must have been crazy.
Probably. Except that I'm sure he probably wasn't really in the water. It was probably all CGI. So yeah, he pulls him out, throws him up on the shore or whatever, onto the dock.
Serum breaks.
He gets up there and he's got a little cyanide tooth kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he just chomps into it.
Hail Hydra.
And kills himself.
Yep.
So, darn.
Dupes.
He's dead, so they can't get any information from him.
Nope.
And apparently we find out that they've had they've found like several Hydra operatives and they all do the same thing. So they haven't been able to find out any information because they just keep using that cyanide.
Yeah. Gotta pull out their teeth, man.
Right?
That's horrible.
So they don't want to send Cap to war.
Yeah.
They're like,
Tommy doesn't want to take him. And I'm like, why?
You know, he just had the super soldier serum.
Yeah. He's like, I need an army, not just one guy. I'm like, add him to your army.
You don't have to send him in by himself.
Yeah.
Put him with a troop.
And you still could send him in by himself.
Right? But I mean, send him in with a troop of other guys.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult, but okay, sure, whatever.
Does not make sense.
No. So he doesn't want to send him in. So they're like, well, you can be part of like the USO tour or whatever. Yeah. And you can help us sell war bonds. So that's what he does. So there's like this big show.
Dance number.
So he's got like all these little dancing girls dancing around him and stuff, and he gets to punch Hitler several times, like in every city. He's like, we're in Boston now, punch Hitler. We're in, Chicago, punch Hitler.
Which that's significant because that was his first comic cover, was him punching Hitler. Yeah. And the costume he's wearing is very reminiscent of his first costume, so...
He's got the little wings on his ears.
Throwback, yeah. I love those wings. Why did everybody have wings in weird places?
I don't know. They're just obsessed with wings.
Wings.
So he goes on like the USO tour and everything. He's going to play for the different troops and stuff. And they do not like him. They're like...
Well, the crowds at home do.
Yeah, the crowds at home like
kids and stuff. But yeah, once you go to the soldiers, they're like...
why are you here?
Oh, shut up, bro.
He's like, bring the girls back. And so he's like, oh, okay.
I'll see what I can do.
So while he's there, he finds out that this is the 107th unit or whatever.
They had been sent in.
And a lot of them, these are like the people who came back, basically.
There were 50 that returned. I think there were like 400 or something.
Well, it would have to be about 450 probably. Or maybe 500. I don't know. Because 400 come back.
Oh, that's right.
At the end. Or not at the end, but later.
They went into a mission, didn't come back. Only 50 came back.
Yeah. And so he's like, wait a minute. This is the troop that Bucky is part of. Yeah. Where's Bucky? So he goes to talk to Phillips, and he's like, well, I'm writing all these things, all these...
condolence letters. Yeah. So
he's
sorry,
like,
buddy.
Barnes seems familiar, so he's probably dead. It's like, okay, you couldn't just check, though? All right. Yeah. So he's like, well, I'm going to go in, even if Bucky's not here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get those captives out, because he thinks that they're all captured.
Yeah, because they're not planning on doing anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like, our plan is to win the war, and that'll get them. But
other than that, can't do anything.
Yep.
That's rough, buddy.
They're like 30 miles behind enemy lines.
Yep. So Peggy and Howard Stark help him.
They fly him in there.
They fly him in behind enemy lines, and he parachutes in there, and they get out. And so he sneaks into the compound or whatever, and starts just taking out guys left and right. And then he gets to the captives. He gets them out, and this is where we first meet some of his later crew.
The Howling Commandos. Dum Dum Dugan.
Yep.
The others.
Morita is one of them.
Sure. Who is apparently the father or grandfather of the principal from Spider-Man in canon. Because he has like a picture of him in his office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Montgomery? Is that one of them?
Don't know. You could say any name. Okay. We'll agree. I don't know the Howling Commandos.
Okay. I didn't write any of their names down.
Yeah. But Bucky's not there.
Yeah, Bucky's not there. And so he's like, well, you guys go out, you distract them. I'm going to go see if I can find anybody else, because they do tell him that, they've been taking people to a special room or whatever. So he's like, well, I'm going to go find that room and I'm going to see if anybody's in there. So yeah, he heads out that way. Red Skull sees that Schmidt.
Spoilers for 5 seconds from now.
Johann Schmidt, which is really funny. His name is Johann Schmidt, since that's just John Smith.
Oh, yeah.
But Schmidt is like, we've got to get out of here, because he sees that all the captives are gone or leaving or fighting and everything.
Yeah, they're taking over. They're taking their tanks and all that.
And Captain America's there, and he's just taking down everybody, and he's like, we got to get out of here. So he and Zola start getting ready to leave. Yep. So Zola goes off. He's grabbing his plans and stuff, and I guess he was in that room where
Bucky was.
Yeah. So as soon as he walks out,
he sees Cap coming.
You can hear somebody yelling for help in there, or groaning or something. I think it was just a guy groaning or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
And so he goes in there, and there's Bucky. So he saves Bucky.
Yep.
And he's like, You're taller. So he finds Bucky, and then, of course, he sees on the wall there is a map, and it's got all of, like, the headquarters for... Or most of the headquarters for Hydra.
Right.
So he kind of memorizes it. He gets Bucky out there, and they're trying to find a way out, and that's when they run into Schmidt. And Zola. And he punches him, and he punches Schmidt in the face. And when he looks back, he's got, like, red under his eye, and it's like, ew, that's gross. And then he's like, you want to see something even grosser? And he just pulls his whole face off. And he's Red Skull. I was his
first experiment.
Yeah, so that's what happened when he took the serum when he wasn't supposed to. Which it did give him, like, super strength and everything. But it messed up his face.
Yeah, he's gone crazy.
He's looking real gross.
It's like, join with me, and we can rule the galaxy.
Sure. So, anyway, they get separated, and he goes off and gets into his little weird rocket-looking thing. Gets out of there.
Hello, rocket.
Yeah. Zola goes downstairs and gets in his car and heads out. So, they're out of there.
Yeah, they took off.
The whole place is just, like, on fire. There are explosions and stuff.
Yeah, because he self-destructed it. Like, he was like, yeah, it's lost. Obviously, we're outnumbered. Because he sees Cap just punching people.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm done.
Yep. So he's like, okay, well, we've got to get out of here. Bucky gets over to, like, safety, and then the thing falls.
Yeah, a little bridge.
So Cap has to jump, and then it just cuts to black. It goes to something else.
The movie
to
ends.
The next,
it's crazy.
It goes to the next scene, and it's Phillips, and he's writing a thing talking about how, well, you know, he never came back, so I guess he's dead.
Steve's dead. Bye. Sorry. Yeah.
And then he's mad at Agent Carter because, of course, she helped him get there.
Yep. And she's like, I wouldn't have done a thing different.
Exactly. And then they hear a bunch of people, like, everybody's, like, running toward the edge of the camp or whatever. Yeah. It's like, what's going on out there? So they go out there, and there he is. He made it out.
The whole group's back.
He made it out, and he rescued 400 people, and they have some of their weapons, so they have some of that tech. And
all those energy weapons.
And they have some of their tanks and all this stuff. So there we go. He rescued a bunch of people.
Successful mission. He's a captain.
Exactly.
Yep. And I guess they're like, all right, we're going to be going after Hydra now.
Yep, because he remembers where those bases were.
Yep.
So he can show them how to get there. Or, you know, not show them how to get there, but, you know, I guess, whatever.
I guess.
Natalie Dormer shows up at one point and kisses him, and, of course...
Just to create a little
love triangle kind of thing. Yeah, some conflict between him.
Kind of unnecessary. Like, there really wasn't anything
between him and Peggy, yeah.
Yeah.
And, because she's like... I'm going to kiss you for all the women whose husbands you saved and all this stuff. It's like, get out of here. Whatever. Keep those lips to yourself, Natalie Dormer.
Such a mischievous character all the time.
She is. So yeah, they start going around blowing up all the Hydra bases.
Goes very well.
Yep, and then they find out that there's a train that
has Zola on it.
Yeah, and I guess they're taking supplies or whatever to one of the bases. So they're like, okay, we got to get on that train.
Yep.
So they jump on in there.
They got a ripcord. They all fly across, which looked terrifying, but cool for them.
Yep. So they get in there. Bucky and Cap are going to try to find Zola, and they get separated, though. One of them's in one car and the other's in the other, and they both have people after them.
Big tank of men, kind of, with huge guns.
Yeah. So they take them out, but, of course, one of them blows open the side of the train, and Bucky is just barely hanging on.
Yeah. Well, Cap drops the shield. Bucky grabs it and holds the shield. Very foreboding of him, kind of taking over for Steve at one point, maybe.
Foreboding?
Yeah.
I don't really think it'd be foreboding.
Foreshadowing, yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's, you know. But
foreshadowing him, maybe becoming Cap at some point, because he did in the comics.
But he drops it, and that's when he kind of falls out and is holding on.
He gets shot, he holds the shield, and it knocks him back, like, and knocks him out, basically, of the train.
Yeah, so Cap takes out that guy, and then he's trying to help Bucky in. But Bucky falls.
He falls, and he's dead forever.
He never comes back. We never see him again. Bye, Bucky!
Yeah.
That would be so sad, because I'm like, but Sebastian Stan.
Yeah. But Bucky was one of the characters that like died and stayed dead for a very long time. There was always the saying of nobody ever dies in comics except Bucky Barnes and Jason Todd, which was Batman's Robin at one point. So, yeah, he didn't come back until recently.
Well, but technically, he was dead for a while, for a long time, as far as we know.
Yeah.
It's just, we went forward really quickly, so it didn't feel like a long time.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yep, there we go. Bucky's gone.
Yeah.
Cap is real sad about it, and we find out that he can't get drunk because he has 4 times the metabolism of a normal man.
Yep.
And you said, why isn't he eating everything?
Yeah, seriously, I feel like he should be getting calories constantly.
Yeah. But of course, since they got onto the train and everything, they were able to capture Zola. Mm-hmm. And so Phillips has a little interrogation scene with him where he brings him like steak and potatoes and everything, and he's like, I'm not going to eat that, it's poison. Yeah. And he's like, okay, fine, I'll eat it. Yeah. So he just eats the steak in front of him.
I tried.
He's like, I was trying to be nice to you, but whatever. And that's when we find out that they've captured other Hydra guys, and they all keep using their little tooth to die instead of letting him know any information. But Zola doesn't do that because he wants to live. Yeah. So he's like, okay, we can get some information out of this guy. And so he tells him basically, he's like, where's the target? Where is his next target or whatever? What is his big target? Red Skull. He's like, his target is everywhere. He wants to rule everything, so his target is everywhere. It's like, oh, okay, cool. They do find out that the big Hydra base is in the Alps somewhere. So that's where they're heading to. That's where they're going to try to take him down, I guess. Yep. So Steve goes in there.
Oh, and Schmidt was at that base and showed some German officials. I guess that happened before, maybe. They showed German officials the weapon that they had made.
Yeah, I think that was before.
Yeah, and he just killed him. That's when he turned on the Nazis, I guess. So,
yeah.
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 I guess, yeah, that was...
Because I think that was at the first base that they had.
They all look the same. They all have the same window out of a mountain for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't want to build a new set.
I guess so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first one, because that was the first time we see the weapons, what the weapons can do. Because they just basically, like, dematerialize people.
That's true, yeah.
It's like, oh, crap, you just do not want to get hit by that, because there's nothing. There's no way for you to survive it. Unless you have Cap Shield. Yeah. Because he uses it a lot to stop that, but that's the only thing that seems to be able to stop it. So he goes to get into the base.
Because they're like, what are we going to do? We can't just go in there and knock on the door. He's like, why not?
Why not? Yeah, so he gets in there. He
rides a motorcycle in.
He gets in there. He takes down some guys, but then he gets caught. And so they take him in there to see Red Skull. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that was
probably his plan.
His plan the whole time. But yeah. So he gets in there, and Red Skull starts trying to beat him up and everything. He does his little, I could do this all day. Again, he gets to say it twice. Yep. Good for you, I guess.
Gotta get that catchphrase.
Yep. But Red Skull runs off, and he's heading to his big plane so that he can go out and start dropping bombs or whatever.
Yeah, because they start coming in, they shoot zip lines up to the window and crash in, and they're coming in.
Yep,
the army's all
the Howling Commandos are there.
Yep.
Then here comes the rest of the army.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Peggy's in there. Yep. Peggy's running up. She's the only woman, and she's just like, there are people getting hit by stuff like all around her, just disappearing, and she's like, don't care.
Gotta go.
So he's trying to get onto the plane with Red Skull. Yeah. And he's running after it, and of course he can't get there.
It's too fast.
It's too fast.
Too furious.
So here comes Phillips and Peggy Carter in Red Skull's car. Yeah. They're like, get in, we're going shopping. So they go after him, because they can go faster in the car.
They got a nitro boost.
Yep, he hits the button, and nitro boost through there. And then they get to the plane. Cap's about to jump in there, and Peggy's like, wait! She kisses him.
Kisses.
Yep. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to go do this. He jumps on the plane. Yep. And they almost that car almost goes off the cliff.
Yeah. And he jumps in the landing gear, which I always think of Dave Chappelle in Con Air. His character is running after the plane when they're trying to take off, and he jumps onto the landing gear and he gets killed. Oh, gosh. I was like, oh no, well, we lost Cap.
So he gets in there, and he has to take down some of the guys that are in there, and you can see there are all these little planes with the bombs on them, and they're labeled conveniently, so that's nice. So it's like...
So in case you forget where you're going.
It's like, so this one's going to Chicago, and this one's going to Boston, this one's going to New York. Yep. And so he has to kill these guys before they can get in there. But of course, one of them managed to get in, and it's the one going to New York. His hometown, he's gotta help. So he jumps on there. There's another guy that jumps on there too.
Yeah.
At one point, they
tip the plane forward, and
that other guy
just goes right through the propeller.
Yep.
Just a mist of red.
Go Rose. Yeah, there's just mist of red behind, trailing behind. It's like, oh, yikes.
That's rough.
Yeah, but he manages to stop the other guy.
Yep. He takes him out of there, and then flings him out.
And then he flies that little bomb plane right back into the big plane.
Yep.
And he gets in there, goes after Red Skull, and then they start fighting.
Yeah.
And Red Skull's like, I want a world with no flags.
Yeah. Steve's like, I love all flags.
And I'm like, was Red Skull the original flag smasher?
Maybe.
Oh boy. So they fight and everything. And at one point he hits where the Tesseract is, because I guess the Tesseract is like
Steve knocks him back into it and unlodges it.
Yeah, unlodges it. So he takes it out, and Red Skull takes it out, and he's holding it, and then, oh no, what's happening? He disappears.
And it looks like he's teleported somewhere. I always wonder, where did he go? I felt like they were gonna show him later somewhere. He teleported somewhere and he's back. He's come back for revenge or something. But no, no.
He teleported to Vormir, I guess.
Well, but that was his spirit, his ghost. He was killed. He died.
Well, he died, but then his spirit went to. I guess it teleported his spirit to Vormir or something.
Yeah, but I always thought he stayed whole and went somewhere so he could come back. But nope.
Yeah, well, Hugo Weaving did not want to be part of it anymore.
He was done.
So he's like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
Which is why when Red Skull does show up again, it's not Hugo Weaving. Yeah. It is Ross Marquand instead, doing a Hugo Weaving accent.
Yeah, does pretty well, I think.
He does. So, he just disappears, and then the Tesseract falls through the plane.
Yeah, just keeps burning through everything.
Burns through, goes straight into the ocean.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, crap, I've got to stop this plane because it's going straight for New York. It's going to destroy everything.
I don't know. Was there something wrong with his landing gear?
I don't know.
Could he not? I don't know. I don't know why he had to crash. Because there's I get not wanting to land around any big city. Mm-hmm. But he crashes it into just a big sheet of ice. He was going to go into the ocean, which makes sense. Then I can understand why you're not going to land. But there's a big sheet of ice. Maybe you could have landed on that?
I don't know. I mean, also, does Cap know how to fly a plane?
That's true. We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, he could have tried, I guess.
Could have. He flew that little one plane into the back of the big plane.
Because, if I was in a plane, I would at least be trying to land it if I could.
Yeah.
Not just crash straight into the ice.
That's true.
Because I'd be
true.
I want to live.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can do something to try to live.
Maybe that is it, because he didn't know how to do it.
I don't know.
And he didn't, and he was they were we'll get Howard, he'll talk you through it. He's there's not time.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to just put it down.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, yeah.
Because, he's on the comms with Peggy. Uh-huh. And they talk a little bit, and they make plans to meet up for a dance.
Go and dance.
Even though, obviously, he's not going to make it. Uh-huh. And he even puts, in front of him, he puts down his, compass or...
Yes. Yeah,
watch or whatever compass. It is that's got the picture of her in it.
Yeah.
So it'll be the last thing he sees. Uh-huh. And he goes down.
He does.
There we go.
Crashes.
And Captain America's dead, and we never see him again.
We never saw him again. What a weird ending.
Yeah. So the war's over. His friends drink a toast to him and everything.
Yep.
And Howard Stark goes off. He finds the Tesseract because he's looking for Steve. And he's like, this is cool, I guess, but we gotta keep searching.
Looking for Steve.
Exactly. And then suddenly, what? Captain America is back? What is this? So he wakes up. He's in the room all by himself. He hears a radio. There's a baseball game going on. It's the Dodgers
and the Phillies.
Okay, thank you. I'm I remember the Dodgers. He's like, this is interesting. It sounds familiar. And then somebody walks in, this random girl, and she's like, oh, you're awake, He's like, tell me where I really am, because I was at that game. I remember it.
What a coincidence.
So what the heck is happening right now? And she's like, oh, I don't know what you mean.
She's pressing a button.
It's somebody help, somebody help, somebody help. So these guys come in, and he just busts out of the room that he's in. It's just this box with
it's a set, yeah.
It's a little set. And he's like, this is weird. He runs out, goes out into the street, runs all the way to Times Square and looking around. He's like, this isn't my New York.
What is this place?
And so then here come these cars. They pull up. Nick Fury walks out and he's like, you've been asleep for almost 70 years, dude.
Yeah, we're trying to break you in easy.
Yep, but, you had to figure it out. Sorry about that. So there we go. He's back.
He's back and he's in time. Forward in time.
And the thing is, later, Peggy shows up again. Old Peggy. This is 70 years later, or almost 70 years later. She was not a spring chicken at the time.
Let's say
She's gotta be real.
Let's say she was in her 30s. She could be like 100.
Oh my gosh.
It could happen.
What was she doing to live that long? Because I would like to know.
I don't know. Being a great agent.
I guess so. So anyway, it's 2012, I think, is when this set.
Okay.
So there we go, and he's back. Back
again.
Cap is back.
Tell Peggy.
Yeah. Tell Peggy, please. And that's the end of it.
Yep.
Yay.
Till the end credits.
Yep.
Where
post-credits.
Post-credits, yeah.
Punching a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Fury comes in. He's like, what do you need? Do you need me for a mission or something? He's like, yeah, a mission to save the world.
And then a trailer.
There's a trailer for the Avengers.
I did not remember there being a trailer after that.
I don't either.
So, yeah, we got the Avengers and everything that was going to happen. It's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
I could see that getting me excited.
Yep.
At that point.
And I was like, ooh, yay, Thor has dark eyebrows. This is great.
Yep, he doesn't look ridiculous. Cool.
So, yeah, that was it. The next one that we do will actually be the Avengers.
Yep.
So that'll be next month.
How'd you like it? Your first real showing?
It was good.
Yeah.
Nice little introduction.
Yeah,
Plus,
I like it.
Setting up some other stuff.
Yeah. It's a simple, easy, and Chris Evans is just good.
Yeah.
He's so likable.
Yeah, and he didn't want to be Captain America.
Oh, really?
They had to convince him because he was like, I don't know, that's a lot because Iron Man had done so well and everything, and Robert Downey Jr. had suddenly skyrocketed to stardom again and everything, and so he's like, I don't know if I want that.
Yeah.
But he talked to Robert Downey Jr. and he kind of helped convince him, and probably some other people too. So yeah,
that's good. Yeah, I think it was a good start for sure. It's not his best movie, but it's a good beginning. Good origin movie.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to talk about with that?
I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something I was going to mention and I don't remember what it was.
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything else.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and move on to our snack.
Okay.
And we wanted something really Captain America themed. So we got the thing, because when you see Chris Evans, what you want to do, you personally, Krista, is give him lots of kisses.
I mean, yeah, sure.
So we have Hershey's Kisses strawberry ice cream flavor.
The strawberry ice cream cone
flavor.
Because apparently it has cookies in it also.
Okay.
So it's like a cookies and cream kind of thing, but with strawberry flavor instead of Oreo.
Nice. We had these for a while.
Yeah, we were...
I don't remember when we got them.
It was when we were getting ready to go see maybe Thor Love and Thunder.
Okay.
And we were like, we need something for this, and we couldn't find anything because we ended up going to get a honey bun instead.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, we've had them for a little while.
Yeah.
There's a few of them, and they've just been kind of sitting here, and it was like, we've got to eat these.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've had these for a few weeks. If we don't eat these now, I'm eating them myself.
So here we go.
They smell really good.
They do smell good.
I've been sitting here next to the bag this whole time, and it's been killing me not to try them. I feel like it's not like an overpowering strawberry flavor, but it does have you can taste the artificialness of it.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I do too.
I really like it. It's good. I'm trying to think what it's like, but I mean, it's kind of white chocolatey, and then just with some strawberry. You feel the strawberry as you're eating it. And I like the little crunchies. Mm-hmm. Those are nice. Those are kind of fun. I think these are really good.
I do too.
I think they should make a lot of different ice cream flavors. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good line.
I think it's like a limited edition kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a limited summertime edition.
Oh, okay.
So you might want to, if you want to try them, might want to get them.
Better get out there
pretty quickly because I don't know how long they're going to be around. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And they're worth a pickup.
They're good.
What are you going to give them?
I hate to go 9 2 weeks in a row, but I think I'm giving them a 9. I'm going to eat a lot of these, which is not good. So I've been trying not to eat, like, stuff I shouldn't, but I know I'm not going to be able to help it.
Yeah, I think 9 is a good score.
These things are so good.
They are good. I could definitely go to town as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to hide these. Now, I mean, I can tell that it does leave like a weird aftertaste because of the artificial flavors. But it's still good.
But it's worth it. Mm-hmm. Well, what other Hershey Kiss flavors have we not tried yet that you think we should? What is your favorite announcement from San Diego Comic-Con? Did we miss anything? Maybe. Probably. And how do you feel about Cap? What's up with that?
What's up with that? What's up with that, Cap, huh?
Let us know on Twitter at HavingFunCast or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or send us an email at havingfunpod@gmail.com.
Until then, go out and have fun, and then we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.